Welcome back, guys. We're continuing this Grand Tactician Civil War campaign, and hopefully we'll get a battle fairly soon. I don't want to be waiting forever to get our first battle. So they haven't got many men at the moment, but I think that'll pick up pretty soon, hopefully. So we're just going to move our forces up to the front line. So I'm going to do them one at a time, because I'm going to be using the railway lines and the rivers. So I won't be able to use the railway and rivers for more than one army at a time. So I'm going to have to wait until each one moves into position before I move the next one. So let's have a look, see what we're doing on here. So we are using the diplomacy to get warships, and we're using our military to get medium range carbines, followed by rifled artillery. Okay, let's get moving. Right, he should be finished with rivers and rails, so let's start sending the next one. So the next one's going to be going over here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm not actually going to attack into their territory and take their towns and cities, because I can quite easily just move across, take all of these, and the campaign will be over pretty much straight away. So I think what I'm going to do is just try my best to only attack the armies and not actually take any of the cities if I can, just to prolong the campaign as long as I can. So I'm just going to carry on down this industry route. I am going to need this conscription act to renew everybody's contract, so let's have a look. We've got 3 months on there. So it looks like it's approximately 3 months is the lowest one. So we need to get this conscription act signed before 3 months, so let's just have a look. That's 26 days and that is 26 days, so that should be just about in time. Right, so we can get the British warships. I think I might get this. See what we get from that. I've never actually done the British warships before. I've never got that far through the campaign. Have we got medium range carbines? Not quite. Not far off though. So let's have a look, see what we get from these British warships. One ironclad turret ship. Well, that's better than nothing, I suppose. Right, so we can get some more weapons for our cavalry. 10 rounds a minute, 12 rounds a minute, 9 rounds a minute, so all of them are fairly decent. Not quite as good as the Spencers and Henrys, but still pretty decent. So we're probably not going to need any more cavalry weapons for a while now. That was 50,000. That's 150. So we've ordered 300,000 rifles. That should do us till the end of the game, I reckon. Let's have a look, see where we can place these mills. Interesting. Looks like we lost a fort. Wonder where that is. So it looks like they have been invading me while I've not been paying attention. So let's see if we can come down and catch him. How many's he got? 19,000. Not particularly many. But the first few battles of the campaign are the hardest because you've not got very good weapons. So let's equip as many weapons as we can on this Western army. For convenience sake, I could do with putting all of these cannons into the same division. Right then, let's have a look at these cavalry. Right, this one's hardly got any. So we're just going to combine. If you drag and drop, then you can combine the divisions. Right, so all of them are full. This one's half, practically. So let's equip the best weapons that we can on this division. So we've got quite a few decent weapons. Don't know where we've got these Napoleons from. I don't remember building Napoleons. Let's have a look. No, I haven't got any Napoleons set to build, so must have just started off with them. So we've got quite a few fairly decent cannons anyway. And then in terms of cavalry, we've got quite a few of our cavalry with decent weapons. Yeah, that's not too bad. So the one whole division is decent, and then three are decent on the next division. So that's not too bad. So I wanted to see where I can build these mills. So I don't want to put an auto placement down really. So I think there's somewhere around here is fairly decent. Oh, that's actually really good there. That was lucky. So yeah, let's build one there. So we're going to need the Conscription Act next. That'll extend everybody's contracts for 3 years. Right, why are we not getting a battle here? Looks like a navy has tried to attack one of our forts and got completely wrecked. Right, let's have a look. What is it that we were after next? So we want the rifled artillery, which we haven't quite got. French warships. So we've got two more warships here. Right, let's have a look, see what we've got in terms of buildings. Brickworks and lumber mills, I don't think we need either of them. Lumber mills, maybe. So unfortunately we didn't get to fight the battle ourselves because our readiness wasn't high enough, but we forced them away for now. We do need to retake this fort though. 40 minutes? Well, this has leveled up our perks. I'm going to go for ambulance first. Right then, that's sorted out the contract lengths. So the next thing I think is carry on with this industrialization. Rather annoying that they've taken all of these areas when they retreated. They've got a fort here. I didn't even realise. Well, we can build a foundry. So let's put auto placement on this foundry, see where it builds it. It's quite close to the front line, but I think that's alright. Just have a little look, see if there's no more incursions. See how many men they've got here. 21,000, not too bad. Well, we can get the rifled artillery, so let's do that. And then the next thing is going to be the warrior class. So let's purchase some of these rifled artillery. This ordnance rifle's really good. And then the Weard is also very good. So we won't need to build any more cannons probably until the end of the game now. So that's it for the weapons, I reckon. Right, I wonder if this here is something that they're building now. No, it says fort condition 100%, so maybe they captured it without me realising. I didn't even realise we had a fort here. Unless this isn't the same as these forts, I'm not sure. We can move across there after this anyway and see what the deal is. They've got Emancipation Proclamation already. Interesting. Right, what's the next thing that we want? I know we want training manuals. I want to try the military railroad, but don't know how good it is. Can't imagine it being that useful, to be completely honest with you, but the only thing that we really need is the training manuals. Yeah, let's just go into training manuals. Okay, so we've finished off the fort there. So let's have a look to see what's going on over here. It's interesting how this fort isn't showing up in the same icon as the other forts. Right, so we've got the industrialisation, so we could do 3 into this, but I want to do the Mexican intervention first. Then we can get the Glor class warships. So the only reason that I'm actually taking this fort is to get this coal mine here. It's saying that it's Union controlled at the moment, but there we go. Click on it and it says Confederacy. Right, so that's where he is. And he's got 18,000. Apparently we've got supply problems here. Okay, so we're sending the troops to Mexico. So let's go into agriculture next. So we're going into agriculture so we can get this burned cotton, and this is basically to get the European relations up, but I did want to tackle the enemy warships or navy ourselves, but we may as well get it set up. Right, so all we're doing at the moment, we can get the Glor class now, so let's do that. So all we're doing at the moment, I reckon, is just carry on going into training manuals. So let's see how many of these Glor class that we can request. Just 1. And let's have a look, see what we can build here. So we've got factories, ironworks, foundries. So let's have a look. So the factories is 4.5 mil, 3.8. So let's get the factory while we can afford it. Let's leave it on auto placement, see where it puts it. Okay, that's perfectly fine. It's interesting that they haven't started invading anywhere along here. Right, so we're triumphant at that fort there. But our supply... Oh no, it says 100% supply there. There we go. We've been invaded now on the east. So it's 43,000 versus 35,000. So they've got the advantage, and we've got terrible weapons. So what we're going to do is we're going to retreat, and then arm them with some decent weapons and then counter-attack. There we go, he's retreating. So I wonder if we need the salt works at all. No. We can almost afford the mills. Right, so with this Eastern Army, let's equip him. That's the Western Army. This is the Eastern Army. Now we need to combine all of these troops. But this army is now pretty much equipped with all the best equipment, so we can counter-attack. Now, I'm not 100% sure why sometimes it lets you counter-attack immediately and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know whether it's based on your readiness. Oh, sorry, I had my mic muted. So we've got pretty much the best weapons equipped on this Eastern Army now, so he's ready to counter-attack. But I'm not 100% sure why sometimes it lets you counter-attack immediately and sometimes it doesn't. I think it might be based on this readiness. So let's find out. And while we're doing that, let's have a look. We need to move him close to a city. This city's got a depot right next to it, so let's just move over to this depot here. Wait until this low ammunition and low food gets fixed. Let's have a look at the Central Army. There's nothing round here. We have got the Army of the Mississippi there though, so if we wanted we could attack the Army of the Mississippi, but I don't want to take this city if I can help it. Well, I wasn't expecting him to move this army away. I was hoping that I'd be able to fight both of them at the same time, but I suppose it'll make it an easier battle. I didn't particularly want an easier battle, but I won't complain. Right then. 22,000 versus 35. We've got a massive advantage. And 210 guns to 84. This is why I didn't want to fight only one of them. I wanted to fight both of them at the same time, so the numbers were pretty even. But here we go. We've got our first battle of the campaign. Right then. It's going to be a bit strange not fighting with infantry, but we'll get used to it, hopefully. So it looks like that's obviously the objective we need to take. Now, it doesn't really matter about the reinforcement points because they've not got any reinforcements, and they're already going to be able to deploy somewhere in this area, so they're likely going to be around here. But I think what I'm going to do, well, first things first, put that onto single line. I'm tempted to put this onto counter battery fire immediately, but I think I'll do that once I get into range of them, I reckon. Let's have a look, see if we spot them. Okay, so we can't spot them at the moment. So if we want to get to here, we're probably going to come down this road, which is coming down here. So let's put all of our troops here. And then we're just going to move one cavalry division bit by bit until we find out where the enemy is. So I'm just bringing the general with me, so the orders get issued a bit quicker. Right, with it being night time, I don't think we're going to get a reset anytime soon. I think I might start bringing everybody else up to this point. I find it a bit odd that there's no music in the battle. It just feels a little bit weird that it's just completely silent until you start fighting. You would have thought you'd hear war drums or something like that. Well, we've made contact, so let's get our cannons into position. So, looks like Johnston and DeBrill are our cavalry commanders. So sometimes it lets you shoot past other divisions, sometimes it doesn't. Not 100% sure what the conditions are for that, but hopefully this artillery division will be able to fire past the others. If not, we'll just have to move it. Right, that should be everybody. So now let's move these down here. So it looks like these artillery are able to fire past these, so that's great. Lovely. So we have got the cannon advantage, so that's good. But really we want counter battery fire on, so let's turn that on now. So because we've got the cannon advantage, we may as well just sit at a distance. See if we can draw them into an attack. Nice to take out these batteries, to be honest. So I think I might bring this division over here. Probably gonna have to move the cavalry. This is looking awkward. They're all firing nicely, so I might bring this division across now. Well, we were pretty lucky in terms of the battle arena, let's say, where we've got a really nice open area here, because if it was fighting in the trees, we wouldn't be able to get all this cannon in such a perfect position. Okay. So, unfortunately, when you're not using infantry, you don't get any engineering points, which is, yeah, it's not ideal. But although we can't use engineering points, we can still be able to compete with the cavalry, I reckon. So because everyone's in such a perfect position, unless they redeploy right on top of me, I think we may as well just stay where we are. I can't imagine them redeploying too much closer because they're going to want to stay near this objective. So let's see what happens. See where they redeploy. Redeployed a little bit closer here. But I think we're in a fairly decent position. We could go on the attack if we wanted here, but they've still got quite a few divisions here. I mean, we've got the opportunity to take out 2 cannon batteries, so it might not be such a bad idea. What have we got here? Looks like they've got 4 divisions or 3 divisions and a skirmisher here. Okay, so because there are no cannons in sight or in range, my cannons have stopped firing because I'm on counter battery at the moment, so let's change that back to fire at will. And I might move in for the attack over here. So let's bring General Lee down here so that orders get issued a lot quicker. It actually looks like they're retreating. That's not ideal. Have these not changed to fire at will yet? They're on fire at will. Why aren't they firing? Let's have a look. Okay, maybe the trees are blocking them, I don't know. It's possible that the trees are blocking. Right then, let's do a little bit of flanking. Right. They have left a cannon and a division exposed up here. It's probably a pretty decent time to go in for the attack, to be honest. So if you issue an attack order, although all of your troops go in directly at them, and so you can't spread them about, they do actually move immediately, and they don't need to wait for orders to be issued. So let's do it. Let's charge in, see if we can take out this artillery division. There's no point in moving our cannons any closer because they won't be able to shoot through all these trees, so it'll just be putting them all at risk if I move them any closer. So while you're mounted, they do more damage to you because you're a larger target, but you do have the benefit of being a lot faster. So because our weapons are short range but rapid firing, I do prefer to stay mounted. So we will receive more damage, but we will be a lot more mobile. So we'll be able to get into position to deal damage a lot easier. Right, well, we've dealt with the cannon. They have got quite a lot of divisions here, but we might be able to take out this infantry unit. They've obviously got these skirmishers here as well, but it's a lot better to take out parent units than it is the skirmishers, because they can just keep redeploying as many skirmishers as they want. So taking out skirmishers doesn't really benefit you. So let's jump in, see if we can deal with this division here. It'd be nice to be able to flank him, but it'll take a long time for the orders to come through. So like here, because we're in firing range, dismounting is not a bad idea, so we take less damage. But what I've found is quite often the enemy will retreat just outside of your range, and then you have to chase them. And so you have to constantly mount and dismount all the time, which is a pain in the arse. So I think I'd prefer to just stay mounted so I'm more mobile. So apparently you don't get the commands for advance with cavalry. I wonder if that's because I'm mounted. Yeah, it looks like it's because I'm mounted. So that's one reason to dismount, I suppose. But while we're fighting against a single individual, I'm not really too bothered about flanking. See, like here, he's just moving out of range from us, so we need to keep chasing. So that's why I'd prefer to stay mounted. Interesting, we had the option for advance there, so why did we not have the option for advance over here? we're going to be getting into a position where they can hit me and I can't hit them. I haven't quite managed to break him, unfortunately. Yeah, it really is pointless moving any of these cannons anywhere near this forest. Right, so we've managed to break him now, so let's see if we can get into some semblance of line here. Be nice if we could take these out without getting close to these. So let's see if we can bring these over here. Right, unfortunately these are taking forever to get their orders issued to them, but it doesn't look like these have come in for the attack yet, so I think we're okay for now. Right, they have got 3 divisions here. 2 of them are really large as well. Okay, they're getting reinforcements as well coming in, so it's going to be a bit of a rough fight. He's a really large division as well. But we've got to go in at some point. So let's go for it. two of them. So we've done a fairly decent job of isolating individual units, which is pretty much the key to victory when you're using cavalry. You don't want to be doing a line versus line attack if you can help it. Another 2 divisions broken. Right. Looks like they're moving in now, so now's a good time to bring the rest of the cavalry in. So we did have a massive numbers advantage in this battle, so that's one reason why it's gone so well. But also we have got the best rifles, so that's the other reason it's gone so well. Would have been nicer to be able to fight both of the enemy armies, so it wasn't such a one-sided battle. But it's a nice start to the campaign, I reckon. Looks like we're gonna shatter every single one of them. Unfortunately, with this game, you can't carry on firing on units that are retreating, which is rather annoying. So once the enemy start retreating like now, you can't do any additional casualties to them. So may as well just fast forward. So not a bad start, more than 2-to-1 odds. We took out all 35 of their cannons. Looks like we lost 19 of our own cannons from counter battery fire, but I don't think that's a big deal. So we did capture 1800, but because we didn't have any prisoner camps, they've all just been handed back over to the enemy. But I didn't want to build any prisoner camps because I want to make the campaign as difficult as I can. So I'd rather just hand them back over to to kill them in the future. Right, supply alert. So looks like we've got 2 alerts for the same army for some reason. God knows why when he's got 100 supplies. 100%. And we have got a supply depot up here. So if we do start running low, I mean we've got low food for whatever reason. So there's loads of food in this supply depot, so we could move up to there just to fix this food problem. So I think we might do that. So we just need 1 million more to get the warrior class. Let's have a look, see what we can build. So we can build mills again. And we do still need high priority on the mills. So I'm not going to use the auto placement. I'm going to see if I can find a decent spot myself. Well, we've got 100% available workforce, 97% for sale, and 78% for buying, so I reckon that's a pretty decent spot for it. Well, that sorted the food problem out anyway. So at the moment, I'm not really too fussed about anything until we get to chapter 3. So we may as well just carry on going down this agriculture path. Right, should we go and attack here? I think I might do. He's practically full on all of his supplies, so yeah, let's go for it. So it looks like we're only facing one of them, even though the other one's really close. Let's have a look, see what this is. 6,500 men have got low morale. How can you have low morale when we've just absolutely annihilated somebody? See, this is the part that I don't understand about the game. It doesn't tell you anywhere what the morale is of your troops, so you don't actually know if you're running low on morale until you actually get into an engagement with people. So it's hard to tell when is a good time to attack. But we can go in and see what happens anyway. But I think I'll save this for the next episode. So cheers for watching, take care, and I shall see you soon.